Tracy.
Okay, hey everyone, and it is, I guess, welcome to 2022. Myself, and we have some other coaches on this call. We are going to be talking about some things to get you started and prepped for this group. I know several of you are brand new to this, so you're probably like, what is this group? How do I access my workouts? Yes, we are very excited to have you, and we want to make sure that you know where everything's at, so you are fully prepped and ready to kick off day one. The first thing I want to say is the name of this program is Job One. I know I'm about to probably sound a little corny, but show up, make this your job to complete this program. This is your job. It is only 20 minutes. So please invest 20 minutes in yourself a day to do this. I go crazy when I hear people tell me how busy they are. I'm so busy. I do X, Y, Z. Well, I promise you, you are officially in a group with the most busiest women on the planet, because everybody in here tells me how busy they are. So if I can do it, if Erica can do it, Brooke can do it, we can all do it, because I promise you, if you're in here, you're busy, but we are here to make the most of this year. So the first thing I wanted to do, I'm sharing my screen with you guys right here. Oh, that's my dad. He's Santa Claus. Don't mind that. So from your home screen in your app. So if I'm looking at my app, if you click on groups, the group that we're going to be in is New Year and New Job. I'm going to click on this, and you can see every day there is going to be a pinned post to the top. We would really like if you guys could come in here and comment every day on the post. So go ahead and introduce yourself so everyone in the group knows who we are. We can be a little family for the next 4 weeks. So please do that. If you click on tracking, so under tracking, you see if I have completed a workout, this is going to pop up. So I can click on log workouts, and you just click log, and you can put a picture in there, and it will go directly to the challenge group. So your coach and your friends that you're doing it with is going to be able to see that you are doing your workouts. The same thing with your Shakeology. If you drink a shake, log it in here, take a picture, share your recipe with the group so we can all know how you're drinking yours. You can select your meal plan that you're doing. I'm personally doing the 2B mindset. You can come in here and track all your foods. If you're a pencil and a paper person, you can do it that way. This is just an easier way to keep it all in one location. Results. This is really important. So this week is prep week. We want you to make sure you come in under results, add your weights, add your measurements, and take a photo. A lot of people call them your before photo. I'm going to call them your goodbye photo. So, after we finish this 4-week program, you are going to have results. So make sure you come in here and take your progress photos, because you're going to regret it in 4 weeks whenever you've lost 5, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, or you've lost 10 inches and you don't have a photo to show your results. Don't worry, you don't have to post yourself in a string bikini. You can just do a tank top and a pair of shorts. But make sure that you have that information in there. No one will see that, and we keep that confident. If you click on programs, of course, you can see right here is Job One. If you have a smart TV, if you have a Roku, a Fire Stick, or an Apple TV, you can download this app to your TV and you can stream your workouts from there. You can stream your workouts from your computer. Just go to beachbodyondemand.com, or of course, on your phone or your tablet, whichever way you want to stream it. So this is where you'll find the Job One program. We want you to make sure you come in here and watch your getting started videos. If you click under program materials, you'll find your workout calendar. If you purchased a total solution package, or the package where you add on with the bands, you will receive this workout calendar. I personally put my workout calendar on my refrigerator and check my box off every single day. You can screenshot it, save it to your phone. Just make sure that you are showing up every day. These workouts are 5 days a week. They are 20 minutes. I just completed a round. I lost 5 pounds in 4 weeks during the holidays. So I'm really proud of that. I think that's great that I was able to do that. I will tell you, you do not need a lot of space in order to complete this program. Literally a tiny little square, you can complete it. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, you're going to be using your resistance bands and doing some weightlifting. I use 5s, 10s, and 12s, so nothing heavy. I didn't use anything really heavy for this. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those will be your cardio workout days. Of course, if you can't do Thursday, you can always arrange your schedule to do it on Saturday. And the workouts are so short, you can even double those up. So I wanted to just make sure you guys know how to access your group, you know how to track everything. And I just really want to encourage you, make sure that you show up, because the people who show up and participate, those are going to be the people that get the best results. This is your job. That's the name of the program. Show up as if this is your job. You spent this money. Don't waste it. Show up every single day. Show up. And Rose is going to talk to you guys about nutrition. So I'm going to stop share. Rose, you want me to stay on this, or you want me to hit stop share?
No, you can exit out. I'll share mine when I hop on. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. I know like this weekend has been super crazy. So much to do. I think like every family in America is like sick, hence I'm in my robe still, so don't mind me. But like Tracy said, one of my biggest mistakes when I started 8 years ago was not taking that before picture. And still to this day, 8 years later, I'm like, damn it, I wish I took that before picture, because I didn't take pictures before I had my transformation. So I was like super embarrassed. But now being here 8 years later, I'm like, man, I wish I like had that to really show not just people, but to just show myself how long that I've come. So let's get back on track with nutrition, and I'll share my screen. I actually just posted this in the file section of that group that Tracy was showing you guys. So it's all there. And most of you should have gotten this like in your welcome email or whatever your coach sent you. It might look a little bit different, but it's going to have, you know, somewhere around the same line things, right? So with the, hopefully you got one of the packages that had everything combined. Most of us coaches always, you know, recommend that to our customers. So you get 2 nutrition programs. You get the Ultimate Portion Fix, and you also get To Be Mindset. Now I've been doing this for, like I said, 8 years. I kind of mix the both, because Ultimate Portion Fix is pretty much just macros, just like simplified, just very basic. It makes it very simple to do macros versus like crazy calculations. We don't have time for that, right? And To Be Mindset just gives you really smart guidelines to follow. So that's why I say you can kind of mush them a little bit together. But if you're brand new at this, I would just say like pick one. Like, do you really want to stick to knowing exactly how much you need to eat? And you kind of know the person that you are, right? Like, are you like a to the T person like I am? Then I would say like the Ultimate Portion Fix is probably more for you. If you are more like, I like guidelines and like, you know, making up my own kind of way, then I would say go with To Be Mindset. But like I said, you really can't go wrong with either of them. And all of this, guys, is not about perfection. I mean, none of us here are perfect, even though we're coaches. That doesn't mean we're perfect people, right? So don't go into this thinking like, oh my God, like I don't have everything ready, or, you know, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, or this or that. Just do the best you can, right? It's going to be better than what you did last week, right? Or yesterday. So just do the best you can. You're not going to be experts at this right away. I mean, I still learn stuff every single day about nutrition. There's just a plethora of information, right? So just remind yourself of that, of just do your best and don't expect perfection, and don't beat yourselves up if you have a bad day, because we all have it, right? So here's just a little bit more about the Ultimate Portion Fix. It's all there in the program guidelines of what each container is. All of you should have received containers as well. It's all there. And again, I put this in the file section as well. You know, always have your water first. So with To Be Mindset, like I said, like with Portion Fix, you need to drink water too. So it goes like hand in hand. Veggies most, like, yeah, you should have most of your plate being veggies. Daily scale, and then tracking for To Be Mindset. But again, all of that is in the program, and everything is broken down into like little 5-minute videos. My personal favorite thing to do is like I'll listen to either like my audio or my books when I'm either in the shower or driving in the car. So I really try and multitask. So when Tracy said you're in a group with the busiest people, yes, we are all like, who can't say that they're busy, right? Um, but those are some ways that you can like think of how you can maximize your time just by like plugging in your earbuds, making dinner or doing the laundry. Like there's always some way that we can kind of squeeze those things together. Planning and prepping. If you're like totally brand new and your nutrition is just like really really bad, I would say just start with one meal a day. Hopefully you did get Shakeology. If you click on each of these, there's all different types of recipes, and if you want to like eat your Shakeology, you can make the treats as well. I used to make peanut butter cups and put them in the freezer, but they would go so fast. It'd be like, all right, let me have like 10 of these things. But they were freaking so good. And it's like on the go, right? You can just take it and go with you. So, like I said, hopefully you did get Shakeology. That way, no matter how crappy and bad your day is, at least you have one good meal for the day. But if you are, like I said, brand new with nutrition and your nutrition is pretty bad, just pick one meal a day that you're like, all right, for the first week, I'm just going to focus on breakfast. Maybe that will be your Shakeology. So then just pick another meal, right? That like one other meal that you're just going to focus on for that week. And then the second week, pick two meals that you're going to focus on. That way it's not all at once, right? Sometimes, and you have to know who you are, right? Like, are you all in type of person, or do you need to kind of like make steps towards your goal? So just kind of know yourself. If you want to go all in and like go like balls to the wall with everything, then feel free. Like that's kind of how I am, of just like planning everything out, going, grocery shopping on Sundays, writing everything out. That's really how you're going to get good at it. And then it's just gonna, just like everything new, right? I remember the first time when Portion Fix came out, I was like, what the hell do they expect of us? This shit's like crazy. But now it's just like, anytime you do anything new, it seems scary. It seems like daunting. But once you're just like, you just make that decision, you're like, all right, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. You just figure it out. And then it just becomes so routine, right? And that's what we're really building here with our workouts, with our nutrition, is just building a routine. And it takes time to switch those bad habits and just make good habits. And that's really all that we're doing. And then it becomes routine, like waking up in the morning. What's the first thing you do? Either you pee on the toilet or you brush your teeth. Most likely it's pee and then brush. There might be something else in between there. But that's what we're doing here, is just creating that different, like it really is nerves in your brain that connects to doing something different. So if we can make that connection automatic and make it different, that's how we're just going to push those bad habits aside and start creating these new habits. So while meal prepping and writing out what you're going to have for the week might seem like, oh my God, like this is a lot, once you become used to it, it just becomes so easy, and it just becomes a part of your lifestyle. That way it doesn't seem so new after a while, right? And after 4 weeks, they always say, what is it? 21 days, and like to, you know, make a bad habit into a good habit. And that's really true, right? So like I said, I put all of this into the file section so you will have it. When you are definitely like meal prepping, think of simple things, right? Like, of course, Beachbody On Demand has like so many recipes, and I'm going to put in daily meal plans with new recipes every week into the file section as well, which is super nice. But sometimes if we try to make like these fancy recipes for every meal, it gets overwhelming, right? So think of things like rotisserie chicken or steamed veggies or like just fruit. Like, keep things super simple. And then if you want to add in like a fancy recipe here and there, like go for it. Like my go-to thing is always like the shepherd's pie from the Fix8, because I can make it and it gives me 4 servings. So pretty much like a meal for the week. I've been really liking like this cauliflower thing I've been making for like a side veggie. And that's also in the meal plan as well. So just think of like simple ways that you can really batch cook without like making it crazy, right? So if any of the other coaches on here, or any of the other challengers on here have some tips that they want to give, feel free to unmute yourselves.
Yeah, I know like today I go back to work tomorrow, I'm going to have to wake up at 4:00 in the morning and get my workout in. So, that's just a habit. I've been on Christmas break. After next week, I'll be back at it. But something I'm doing every morning, I have my shake for breakfast because it is just super simple for me to blend it up with a banana. So every day I'm working shake. And then for my lunch this week, I bought 3 big spaghetti squash, baked them in the oven, and I just portioned it out. And I went and bought already cooked frozen the fajita chicken tenders, put them in the air fryer, put that on top of it, and then just drizzled some seasoning on it. That's going to be my lunch every day. I'm pretty boring, but simple is best. Just keep it simple. You don't have to, be extravagant. You just want to, you'll get used to it.
Erica or Gina or Jenny?
Yeah,
any
so
suggestions?
like you guys said, keep it super simple, but also plan ahead. Having stuff ready to go is the key to being successful, especially in the beginning. Because if you don't have anything ready and then you're tired from working all day and the kids are bothering you, you just want something quick and easy. If you have stuff already chopped up in the fridge and ready to go, it just makes your life so much easier. My plan also, I'm going to like go through my calendar and map out like any parties that I have coming up and events or like things like that. That way, like Rose said, we're not expecting you to be perfect, but I know when I have things coming up that I might want to splurge on, and then I'm going to be on point for that whole week leading up to that. And then, reward myself with whatever party it is, or going out to dinner or whatever the case may be, but like pick maybe like one thing a week.
And that's a good point too that you brought up, Erica, is like knowing where you're going ahead of time. Like I know if I'm going to my in-laws, there's not going to be anything I could eat there. So I know like, all right, I'm either going to make something or I'm going to go and get like a veggie sushi roll, something like that. So just know, or if you are going out to dinner, look at the menu ahead of time and don't be like, I'm the person that asks like 10 million questions and like, can you take this out? And I don't want this, but can you add that? Like, don't be afraid of speaking up for yourself when you're at a restaurant, or speaking up for yourself, especially when you're around friends or family. And if they're, those friends and family that give you crap about stuff, like it's okay to stand up for yourself, right? Like you can eat what you want. You're a big girl. Don't be afraid to offend anybody. You're doing this for you. So don't worry about what other people are going to say or think about you. Like, what are they going to say? Oh my gosh, she's eating healthy. Like, who cares? Do your thing and be proud that you're doing something that they're not doing, right? I know that sometimes can be an issue too. So
a lot of people in the beginning too, they have trouble getting all their water in for the day. I've been terrible with that lately, but one thing that helps me, so we have those, Shakeology shaker cups. They're like 25 ounces each. I'll fill up 4 of them during the day. So that's 100 ounces of water. And it's like a visual reminder that, okay, I've only had one so far and it's like 1 p.m. I need to step up my game and get more of this down. Or some people use those like humongous jugs from Amazon. But having like a visual representation like Gina's of like how much you've had so far and then how much you have to go is really helpful, because I've just been like forgetting to drink water.
I just ordered that. It came 2 days ago because I'm the worst at water. And it really helps.
It really does. Yeah.
Yeah, water's probably really the worst thing for me. But the other thing, like Tracy had a really good idea with the hot meals for lunch. Sometimes I can't do hot, so cold is kind of the quickest thing. So I've been doing a lot of the prepackaged salads, and I can usually get 2 out of them. And then the Target chicken, actually, like their grilled chicken breasts, which are really good. And there's like, I hate processed chicken. I think it's the worst tasting thing ever, but the Target one is actually edible. So if anybody's.
One thing that I like to do too, I'll make a couple different proteins, like, do something in the crock pot and do something on the stove. And then I'll make like some kind of starchy something or other, potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, quinoa, and then have some veggies kind of ready to go. And that way I can mix and match. I can make like a taco bowl, or I can make a quinoa bowl, or I can throw whatever protein it is on top of a salad. Cause I usually have that stuff cut up in the fridge too, like a big thing of romaine. It's in a bowl in my fridge with wet paper towels because it keeps the lettuce fresh longer. And like tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff already chopped up. So you can just kind of throw things together. If you are more like I'm going to be home for lunch, so I'm just going to throw something together then.
If anybody has any questions, definitely feel free to unmute yourself, or you can just type it in the chat.
Yeah, and if you think of anything later, like I said, in the actual group, the new year, new job, make sure you post in there. There's going to be several coaches in there, and we can easily answer your question just like that. So do not be shy. Think of that as your safe place where everybody is on your side. Say hey. And we will see you guys in the group if no one has any other questions, and we will record this. If you want to go back and check anything out, Rose will have the link and she'll post it in there. And this week, during the week, this is just your prep week. So if you're new, make sure you're watching those videos, the nutrition videos, read through your program materials, just so you're prepped. And we will all begin day one together next week on Monday. So this is your prep week. So use this to ask all the questions that you have. We want you to ask questions. We promise you. So we'll see you guys.
Thanks.
Bye,
Have a
everybody.
good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.